Hello and welcome to another Random Retro Collections video. A bit like buses recently, not done one in quite a long time, and suddenly we've had a few in a short period of time. Another unboxing, received something recently. Again, it's actually off the back of the previous video, things that we discussed, things that are highlighted and specified. Unbelievable. Come on, get out of it. Not today. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it, show you what I've got. If the cat decides to bugger off, go on. I think I said in my last video, 17, that cat, very old. But here we go, never mind the cat. Let's see what we've got. So nicely packed, it's always a good start, you know what I'm like. What we got. Bubble wrapped in there. Let's get the box out of the way. Yeah, I wish on my editing skills, which are constantly improving, might I add. I wish I knew how to speed up. You don't really always want to be watching me struggling in wrapping something. Unless you do, unless that's what you come here for. But I doubt you do really. I think you're more just wanting to get cut to the chase, see what it actually is that I've bought and added to my collection. Same here really, in all honesty. But it looks like we're almost in. There we go. Very well wrapped though. You know, obviously I'm saying there about how difficult it is to get in. That's a good thing on one hand, because I've obviously used a lot of padding and protection. I mean, firstly it came in a box, so that's always a good start. I've had some of these come in bloody jiffy bag envelopes and things before, so you know, as I've always complained about, they've ended up getting damaged. But here we go, this is what we have. Lovely. I'll get rid of all that, don't need that. And there we have it. Let's get it out of here. Wonder if they've won that at an auction. Do you know, I'm going to be a nosy bugger and have a look at that. You'll be able to tell if it was this that was on that auction. So yeah, do that yourself. I'm going to have a nosy, definitely. But here we go. It's another Red Shadow. Another single bubble end of line Red Shadow. Bubble is a little bit crushed, a little bit damaged, but do you know what? It's another single bubble end of line. It's punched. Look out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale. And on the back we have the Commander offer with Birmingham on the right. You'll see it's just a normal round bubble. It's got no weapons or anything included. So basically, after I did the last video, and it was quite interesting for me to actually see how many things I had, because I had them all in different places. And if you remember, I had duplicated one of them. But I did see within there that I had, where are we? A single bubble end of line Red Shadow with weapons in a baggie. A single bubble end of line Red Shadow with loose weapons. And I had seen this on eBay quite a lot. A single bubble end of line Red Shadow with no weapons. And after that video I saw it, had a think about it, made an offer and came to a great deal, so I was happy to pull the trigger there. So I'm happy that I've got these kind of end of line Friday specials, as some people call them, where basically it was the end of the Action Force. We're going out of fashion, so they were just chucking figures in, weren't doing proper bubbles, weren't including the correct weapons sometimes. Sometimes you didn't even get the correct figure. I've seen people with Red Shadow cards with Z-Force in and vice versa. I've seen all kinds of different mix-ups. So part of me is thinking, that's brilliant. I've got all three of the end-of-line Red Shadow figures, no weapons, loose weapons, weapons in a baggie. But the reality is, there could be tons more. There could be countless different variations of what there is included in these. But to get these, I just thought it was quite cute, especially when I looked at and mentioned as well about the Black Major. I think I had a Black Major with no weapons and a Black Major with loose weapons. So theoretically, I might be able to get a Black Major with weapons in a baggie, but who knows. I'm just going to have a quick look as well, just for my own benefit, really, just to see what the cards are on the back. So we know that's Birmingham there. I think this one was Birmingham when we looked at it. Yep, it was. And what was this one? This one's Birmingham as well. So yeah, it's the same card back on all of them. But we have single bubble, no weapons, single bubble, loose weapons, single bubble, weapons in a baggie. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Those last videos I've done ended up being some epic ones, and any of you that watched it all the way to the end, really appreciate it. But just really happy to add this to the collection, open this. And yeah, I haven't really got much else to say. So thanks very much for your time.